My fellow nerdikins, welcome back to another episode of That's So Nerdy. Today we've got a best of one battle for you. I am on the right and Tommy is on the left. And I will be running the Soul Striker and Tommy is going to be running Spirit Boost Elite. So classic battle of Vegeta and Goku. Now, this isn't the standard build for the Vegeta. Obviously, I made my own little changes to it, trying to make it fit my playstyle as much as possible. And the Soul Striker is just a really generic blue build. I was hoping to play the Vegeta deck, but I gave Tommy the option to pick which deck he wanted to run because he's not familiar with either of them. So he chose the Vegeta, so we ran a couple practice rounds to figure out, so he could figure out how the deck ran. And now you're seeing what happened afterward. It is worth noting that even though he was unfamiliar with the deck, the couple practice rounds that we did play, he did end up taking the win with the Vegeta deck. So, that being said, take it as you will. I think this Vegeta deck is going to be really good. I do. I really do. Alright, so we're waiting for Tommy to set up his life, and he's going to be the one that's going first. And there are quite a few pauses in this video that seem like nothing's really going on, and it is because Tommy is trying to figure out what cards to use, what he wants to keep, all that good stuff, because as I said before, he's not fully familiar with this deck, but he did get a pretty good hang of it. He really did. And I mean, it's not easy adjusting to somebody else's playstyle. I'm fairly decent at it, but that's just because I've been playing TCGs for a long time, and for a long time I didn't have my own deck, so I would have to, make do. Alright, so I'm playing the Zeno Edge of Space right here, just so I could draw a card, because I'm not seeing the cards that I want. I believe I don't have my Unison yet, which is a really big hindrance to what I'm trying to do with this deck, because I want to get out my Unison. That way I can start using the skill list cards that are in my energy and playing them out from my energy. And that just helps this deck like really pop off if I'm able to do that. So I did swing with my leader, and he did take the life. All that went down. Playing the Zeno was the end of my turn, so now he played a Strategies of Universe 7 as energy. And now he plays out the Piccolo Jr. Descendant of the King Unison. Probably best red Unison in the game. It's totally busted. Everybody knows it. But there's no reason to not just embrace it, because it keeps missing the erratas, keeps missing ban lists. It's awesome. It's really awesome. I was actually really stoked with this last ban list because it hit literally none of the decks that I played. So I was really stoked, and it took care of a lot of problems that I had with other decks. Alright, so when Tommy awakened, he got to restand 2 energy and take his life down to 5. And with the Vegeta Spirit Boost Elite, you get to awaken when you have a Unison on board with specified cost of 2. So as soon as he played out Piccolo, he was able to awaken, and that also gives him access to his energy again. Now, if he would have played out the Kaba, because there are 2 copies of the Kaba in this deck, If he would have played out the Kaba, he could when he awakened, the Kaba actually gets an extra marker, which is really good, especially if you're playing against like little weenie rush decks. Kaba is arguably a little bit better because his +1 just negs 10 from a battle card. So you can inherently just start to take strength down, limit your opponent's swings, and all that with the Kaba Unison. And then, I mean, everybody else knows what the Piccolo Jr. Unison does. And then, so Tommy's swinging in with his leader, and then I took the damage from that swing. Oh, there's Mia's paws on the screen. And now he's swinging with his Unison, which now has double strike because of the leader's ability. When the leader swings, you're able to give your Unison double strike. And then he combos with Fairweather Fiend Frieza to be able to play him out after he's comboed for 2 energy. And then I countered the swing with Frieza with Chilled's Armor Reinforcements. Maybe I should babble a little less and just pay attention to the gameplay, and I won't have to try and play catch-up like that. But now that I've been taken down to 4 life, I'm able to awaken, and I believe that last card that I pulled from my life was my Unison, which gave me a nice little bit of relief there, because it's a lot slower to do with this deck once if you don't get that Unison out there. So it looks like, I guess I had a second Unison in my hand, so maybe I drew one as well as getting one for my life. But right here, bam, I play out the Skillless Son Goku. He negs both my super combo and the Goku for the 15,000 on this one. So now that Goku is sitting at a 5,000, so he isn't a viable swing anymore. But I go in with my lead, restand my energy, draw my card, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he takes this life, or yeah, I believe he takes this damage. I could be mistaken about that. Yeah, he took the damage, that's right. And then since my Goku was weakened, I didn't see a need to swing with him, so I brought him back to my hand with Trunks' Unbelievable Might's ability to, if you pay 2 energy and bring a Skillless back to your hand, you can play him out instead of paying his cost, and then when he's played, you can send a 7-drop to the bottom of the deck. So that's how I got rid of his Frieza. It's also a 19k dual attacker and a blocker. So he just comboed out of my swing with the Trunks, and that caused me to end my turn because I want him standing for his blocker ability. I was actually very pleasantly surprised with the synergy of how well this Soul Striker build went, as well as the Vegeta build actually, but unfortunately in this video it doesn't really get a fair showcasing. The game we played before this was actually a much better match between these two decks. It actually very much came down to the wire, and like I said, the other 2 matches that we practiced with Vegeta ended up taking the W. Alright, so he swung in with his lead, I took the damage, he's swinging with his Unison, and I'm activating Trunks' blocker, and I believe he chooses not to combo up, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he did combo up, that's right. So I used my super combo to get my other super combo back to my hand and play out one of the Skillless that I had in my hand and save my Trunks as well. Now I'm sure he's just deciding if he's trying to save his energy for being defensive or if he's going to try and come in with some more swings. Like I said, it takes him a little bit of time to make some of these decisions because he is not familiar with the deck. So it's a lot more intimidating playing with a deck that you don't know, because it's a lot easier to make the big mistakes that will cost you the game. And then this whole time, you may notice that there appears to be a card in my hand that is backwards in the sleeve. That's because that's the card that is proxied in for the SCR of the deck. So he swung with Yamcha. I took the damage. He ended his turn. And then now I'm playing my third Skillus into the energy. And here is where this deck kind of starts to pop off, if I'm being 100% honest. I was really surprised. I play out Tapion Calamity Challenger. He replaces himself when he's played to the board, and you can play him out for a Spirit Boost ability by Spirit Boosting 1 and paying 1 energy when you have 3 or more energy. Really, really strong ability. And I believe it is once per turn, or limit 1, I think. Yeah, limit 1. So he Yamcha'd my Tapion and the Trunks. So now I'm bringing out the Skillus for my energy using my Unison's ability. Now when I did Spirit Boost, my Unison has the ability to give a Saiyan plus 5,000 power, and I ended up giving that to Trunks. So he's actually sitting at 9,000 right now, instead of the 4,000 that he would be from a normal neg from Yamcha. Then I played out the Kansei and Son Goku just to try and get some more pieces into my hand, because I'm seeing more and more of my boss cards. I have the 7-drop Ultra Instinct Goku in my hand, which is one of the boss cards of this deck, but I don't have the card that it evolves from into my hand yet, which is why I played the Kansei and Son Goku, which is to try and find that card, and unfortunately I didn't get what I wanted. So now I'm swinging in because I'm trying to bait out the combo, because I'm trying to play the with After Image Technique. He minus my Tapion another 10,000, causing it to pop off the board, which was really smart on his part to get rid of that 20k double striker. And then I swing with my... I was going to swing with my Son Goku, but then I realized that my Trunks was stronger, and since I'm going to be comboing up anyway, I might as well, boom, try and do this. So I'm comboing with Bojack the Evildoer for 1 energy, and then also comboing with Kansei and Son Goku to bring it back up to 19,000. Restanding the Trunks because he has dual attack. And now I send them to the drop area, pay the 2 energy, play out the Bojack the Evildoer, and then bottom deck his other Yamcha. That way he doesn't have access to it for a combo, and then I swing for 20k because Bojack the Evildoer also has 20k in dual attack. So I swing for 20k, he combos out with that Vegeta, and then I swing again for 20k, combo up, and then he takes the damage, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that ends my turn. Yes, that ended my turn, and this is where things start to get a little ridiculous. I know I said that already, but as you can see, I already have a 19k dual attacker, a 20k dual attacker, a 20k skillless, and then a 10k body on the board, not counting my Unison and my leader. So the board presence that I have at this point is amazing, especially considering that Trunks is also a blocker. That's one of the things that I like most about the cards that came out in set 13 for the Gohan deck, is the way that you can get them out really easily. They provide spot removal, and they also provide a blocker. So they're giving you kind of a little bit of everything that you need. A little bit of spot removal, a little bit of defense, a little bit of power. Really, really good. Honestly, I think a lot of the cards that came out in set 13 are just kind of really, really good at what they do. Like, they were designed specifically for a purpose, and they do that purpose. So yeah, Tommy right now is trying to decide if he wants to play anything, if he wants to swing first, because it is obviously late game. Trying to see what's gonna happen. He swings in with his leader, so I play out my baby Hatchiyak. Boom. Completely shuts down his turn. Anybody that doesn't know, if you pitch a blue card from your hand, you can play it out for free, and your opponent can't attack anymore. So he opts to end his turn and try and just sit back and be defensive. So here is where the real ridiculousness ensues. So I Spirit Boost to bring out my other Tapion Calamity Challenger, so I have another 20k double striker on the board. And then I give my 5,000 boost to, I gave it to the Trunks again. So I use my Unison's ability to play out Goku here. And then tap one more to play out Gohan to bottom deck his Yamcha. Swing with my leader to draw a card and restand 2 energy. And then he combos out with Frieza because he did not counter. Then I swing for 20 here. Right now I'm just pretty much trying to draw out all of his counters and make him combo as much as possible because bam, I'm about to play this Gohan. 30k triple striker, and you choose a skill, let's put it in your energy. He negates this attack with testing the opposition, so I go in for another 40. He activates the blocker, testing the opposition. Then I go in for 20 with Bojack the Evildoer. Same thing happens, he negates the attack and then uses the blocker. So I swing for 24, combos out. Or no, I'm sorry, I gave the 5,000 to the Goku, not the Trunks. Alright, and then that's game. If you like this video, go ahead and do the YouTube stuff with, all the clickables down below. It's really appreciated. And if you like what you saw, just stick around for more. Stay nerdy.